Group hug.
What's up? You need to subscribe to our channel.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip.
I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot.
Web RC, yeah. Got Valerie here with us. We're gonna unbox the Team Associated SR10 dirt oval car. So this particular one is the comes with the battery, the LiPo battery, 2S LiPo battery and charger. This is for $419. The one without the battery and charger is $349. So a couple things real quick about this car. Basically, it's a turnkey out of the box dirt oval racing car. Specs and everything are set up for the track. So it's got a 3300 kV Reedy motor, a Reedy ESC in it. It's got the spec tires for the oval track, everything you need to go race the oval race. All right, let's see what's in the box.
This is what everybody needs for Perry too. They're gonna start a class in Perry with this.
We have a class in Perry specifically for this car, bone stock, this car on the track, ready to race. Yep. So first thing we get here, we've got the instruction manual, we've got some toolkits, got some spring tension clips in there, a couple of ball ends, some extra stuff that you may need. There's also your bond plug in there. Always read your manual. Always read your manual. Always read your manual. Or just call me and then, you know, I'll tell you how to do everything. All right.
Robbins Racing.
That's right. We've also got the, I was gonna leave that part out. We've got the Reedy. This is gonna be your standard, I believe these are up to 4S. Yep, so this is gonna be a 4S, up to 4S LiPo charger. It's a basically your standard wall charger, so it's going to be, I believe these are 60 amp chargers. Don't quote me on that part, but it'll do everything you need to do. It also comes with your Reedy 2S LiPo battery. Now all of these have the Dean's connector on them. Reedy likes their Dean's connectors. All right. So the remote control, we've got the Team Associated XP120 remote. So this is the standard remote control that you're going to get with your car. You've got all your standard settings. You're going to have your steering neutral and reverse, throttle neutral and reverse, your throttle trim, steering trim, all that fun stuff. You'll find that on the top of it. As far as your steering goes, it's a little bit stiff, but that's pretty standard for most stock radios. With our racing class that we've got here at Perry, with this particular car, we are allowing for radio changes. So if someone has a Futaba or a Spectrum radio they want to run, they can change their receiver. That's not really going to give them any advantage with the car. But I know for me particularly, I like my Spectrum radio just because I like the feel of the steering and the feel of the throttle. So this is a good quality 2.4 gigahertz radio. And there's absolutely great radio to use with the car. Okay, for the car itself, so these all come pre-painted. They're all white, just like this. It's gonna be interesting on the race because it's gonna be number 51, just past number 51, and number 51 is in second place, but you know, hey, we'll do what we can do. All right. Now then, you have to edit this part because it's going to take me a minute to cut this. This is where you record her, you know. This is, you can tell about the cars and everything. Jeopardy, really?
So this is the class you're gonna race, right, Ray?
It is, actually.
Perfect. Me too. We can be competitors.
There you go.
All right,
I'll
so very light car. There's not a lot of weight to it, which I think for the oval track is a good thing. You can tell that a lot of your weight's in the back end with that motor. The front end is very light. So the tires that's on this are basically a street tread type tire. Team Associated made wheels. You got a little bit different size in the front versus the back, which is what you're going to usually find with an off-road car. A couple of things that they did with this one that's really cool. On the back with the bumper, it actually has a compressible bumper. So basically what that's going to do, and I don't want to push it too hard being new, but it's going to take a lot of impact and keep from damaging your car. On the front, they're using a foam bumper. It's going to give you the same thing. You get some compression there, so it'll take absorb a lot of the impact. We'll flip it over here. So you've got your standard flat chassis. It does have the grooves in it if you wanted to use battery straps.
About like a DR10 in it.
This is literally almost identical to the DR10. It's just shorter. It's got shorter arms on it. So with your oval track, you're going to have a narrower wheelbase, which is what they've done with this car. A couple of things about the electronics. So you've got the Reedy 3200 kV motor. You've got your Reedy ESC, which is a water-resistant ESC, and then you've also got your Reedy steering servo. Those of you that don't know much about Reedy, Reedy and Team Associated work together a lot, and Reedy is actually really good quality electronics. Of course, it does come with the Dean's connector, which is going to match your battery. As for the races, again, that's something we're going to allow a change because not a lot of people use Dean's anymore, and that's okay. Move the box.
What about bodies? Are y'all going to let you swap bodies and different kind of bodies for the race?
So for the races, we are going to allow body swaps, tire swaps, as long as they are near to what this car has. So as far as the races go, you have to run the stock suspension, stock arms, basically everything has to be stock on this car, right? Now, I will say that with the motor and ESC, we are going to allow swaps. However, it has to be the same amp and the same kV motors. So you have to have a 3200 kV motor, and you must have I believe this is a 60 amp ESC, a blinky ESC. You can't have a programmable ESC. You can adjust your suspension and things like that as you need, but you must use all the stock parts, okay?
Okay.
The body itself, we are going to allow body changes, but it's going to need to be a late model street stock body, right? So, you know, if you're not a fan of this particular type of body, or if you're a Ford guy or whatever it may be, you know, you can get those bodies and you can run them, but underneath it must be the SR10 car.
Where can you get them bodies at?
So we have a lot of the bodies. We've got bodies by Protoform, Proline, McAllister, Delta Plastic, and more companies than that. But for racing, most of ours come from those guys, and we are ordering more actually right now. So we'll have those in. Everything for the races we'll have up here at Robbins Racing.
Will they do the batteries the same way as they do like on a drag racing, where it's got to be a 2S and a certain level?
That's a good point. So for this particular class, it must be a 2S 5050C battery. Again, like I said, you know, if you want to run Spectrum batteries with an IC5 connector, you can swap your connector on your ESC to match your battery. That's no problem. But the limit is going to be a 2S 5050C battery. If you got any questions about the class or the rules for the class, go to robbinsracing.com to our Oval Racing tab, and you can find all the classes, you can find all the rules. We also have a downloadable page that has all the rules for all the classes as well. You can also find all of our race dates there and directions to the track and so forth. Hey, just check out what we're doing with Robbins Racing. Follow us on Facebook. We have a lot of things coming, so there's gonna be a lot of changes as well as far as our resources and how we get everything to you guys. So just keep following us on Facebook for all the updates. Thank you.
Anything you want to say? You've been quiet the whole time. Did you learn anything?
I did.
What'd you learn?
Actually. That I'm fixing to start doing this.
Are you going to be super fast?
I'm gonna be super fast.
Super fast.
Good
deal.
job,
I'm
Alex.
gonna beat Rodney.
Petit, petit,